What makes a small business successful? So I have to tell you a story. So this is like way back. I don't know the exact dates, but it was the Apache Indians in North Dakota. Okay, one of the coldest places on earth. I don't know if you've ever been to North Dakota when it's winter time, but the wind chill and the freeze because it's just a flat plain, right? There's no mountains or very little trees, right? And so that wind comes through and it's negative degrees plus the wind chill. Oh my gosh, it's some of the coldest winters I've ever been in. And I live in Utah and Colorado. Okay. But North Dakota and South Dakota have been the coldest places ever. Well, there was a missionary that went to spend time with the Apache Indians. And in the wintertime, the moms would take their young babies, 2 years old, 3 years old, and they would cut a hole in the ice. And then they would dunk their kids in the ice and give them baths, right? And the missionary is like, oh my goodness, what are you guys doing? What are you doing torturing your 2 year old kid? Why are you doing that? And the Apache's moms look back at him innocently and they go, we're teaching our kids how to be brave. And if you guys are new to this channel, this is our day 11 for our 67 steps from Ty Lopez review and recap. Today is Arnold's 1000 reps in Apache cold showers and the Spartan whipping post is the title of the 67 steps. Okay, this is my take of it. You always will be able to go get your own take of the actual 67 steps, where you get the easiest and fastest way to learn from the smartest and most successful people and the wealthiest people in the world. Okay, the 67 lessons that school did not teach us. Okay, and this is my take. This is Stoic versus Epicurean. Okay, now one of the cool things about these Apache Indians is they understood that they had to put their kids or their loved ones or themselves into hard situations on purpose so that when hard situations came around, you're able to handle it. We live in a time where everything is very, very soft. Okay. We have to ask ourselves, how soft are we? Right. I do this pretty regularly. Actually, I still think I'm softer than I should be. I don't like camping. I don't like sleeping on the floor. And these are things that we can add into our life to make us more stoic. Because if we purposely put ourselves in tough situations, when tough situations come around, we're going to have tougher skin. And well, as we know in society, people don't have tough skin. People get upset if you call them him or her or it. Right? Oh my God, they call me my right pronouns. Okay, well, call me handsome, call me king. Right? We live in such a soft world. So every civilization is born stoic and dies Epicurean. So we're born in from Stoics. Okay, so the baby boomers, my grandparents, pretty much. My mom's generation might have been the last Stoic version of our society right now because we have so much convenience. We have this phone that's full of pleasure. We have entertainment 24/7, 365 of literally any category that we want. And this is how it evolves into our business, is because business doesn't give a shit about how strong or how much you've prepared or how least you have prepared. It's swinging. Okay, you're stepping up and it's swinging to knock you out. Okay, you're stepping into the real playing field here when you're in a business. Okay, you realize, hey, there's no one else out here that can help me a lot of the time, right? It's like an individual sport that you do with a team, just like wrestling. When wrestling, you had 1v1, it's you versus one other person, but you also have a team to help you, motivate you, to practice with, to do things with. But when it gets crunch time, it's you versus someone else. Okay. It's you versus life. It's you versus the world. Okay. Even though you have teammates, you have friends, you have family. Okay. When it gets nitty and gritty, it's up to you to win and do the right moves that you've practiced and make sure that you implement the things that you've been training for. And if you haven't been training, that's why you have failed. People get into the business world to think they just can wing it. You can. It's going to take you a lot longer to learn the lessons that if you just pick up a book or do some trainings and you go through some of these trainings principles and guidelines and things that other other multimillionaires have put together, so you don't have to get your ass kicked every single day. And this is the thing that I want to talk about, is the toughen up you have to toughen up your skin. Okay. And what I mean by the wrestling match or the fight that we do, this is basically the sales part of your business. We as business owners, when we first started out, especially as small business owners, when we are first starting out, we are the salespeople until we can hire and train other sales reps. But if you cannot sell, it's really hard to understand if someone else can. Okay. And the only way to get good at sales is to go out and get beat up and get told no and get doors slammed in your face, or however you do it. When I first started over 6 years ago, my photography business, I would talk to over 300 people plus per day, 7 days a week, almost, maybe 6 to be conservative. But I did work. A mall was open, I was working from 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. a majority of the week, talking to everybody that came through the door. And there's about traffic of 300 plus per day in every location that I went to. So you do that times by 6, right? 300 a day for 6 years in a row. And that's how many no's I've gotten. And in that time, I got plenty of yeses. Okay. Most struggling business owners are not in the field. They think like, hey, I got my website up. I got my products in place. I have my offer in date. And you build everything besides the thing that actually generates leads and sales. Okay. Which drives revenue, which moves your bottom line. So you can stay in business for more than 5 years. Okay. More than 2 years without having to take out big ass loans and put things in. And you have to be able to toughen up your skin and have the technique to be in the trenches. When you're in the trenches, you know exactly what to do, right? Most people just get into the trench and expect to know it when they have no training to begin with. Okay. That's why most people fail. But also, they're not stoic. They're not stoic enough. So we have to become more stoic. And there's ways that we can rewire our brain, just like the Apache Indians. They were rewiring their baby's brain even before they even knew the psychology behind all that stuff. They were doing it. The cold showers people talk about. Well, there's scientific proof that it actually rewires your brain. And us as humans actually get more satisfaction by going through trials and tribulations and then coming out on top than if we are given something. That's why nowadays we have a bunch of baby bitches, because everything is given to them in a push of a button. And then they're like, oh my God, I didn't get it. Why didn't you get me tickets to the concert show, Mom? They're only like $700. Okay. Because we've been given everything. All right. So we have to build forgiveness, right? This is the same principle that works for our health too. And if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay. If you're not actively learning sales techniques or copywriting, right? If you don't want to be on camera, or you want to do everything behind the scenes, then you have to learn how to do copywriting. And there is 10 legit questions that you have to answer in your writing that will produce sales, or in your videos when you talk. Okay. Type copywriting in the comments down below if you actually want to get those 10 questions. Okay. So we have to toughen up our skin. So here's a few things that we can do to toughen up our skin. One, start going live and start going live every single day. Start going live every single day. Okay. This is not as extreme as in a baby bath, but the things that you don't want to do are the things that we should do as soon as we tell ourselves, I don't want to do that thing. This is going to rewire our brain to do hard things when we do not want to. This is why most businesses don't ever make it, because most people have not conditioned themselves enough with discipline to do the things that need to be done when they need to be done, so they can go do the things they want to when they want to do them. And I learned this through wrestling, through high school and college, through working on a farm with my mom and dad, and a ranch with my grandpa, putting up fence and doing things that I just didn't want to do. It's also a reason why I know I do not want to own a farm or a ranch, because it's 24/7, 365, nonstop work all the time. You work to eat, and barely, right? Especially if you're working with my grandparents. It was like, oh, my grandma, last time I was over at my grandma's house, I was like just on my phone chilling. And she goes, hey, do you want lunch? I was like, oh, no, grandma, I just ate. That's fine. I appreciate you. She goes like, no, no, no. If you want lunch, you got to come help me out in the garden. I was like, oh, shit. Damn. Okay. You could have just been like, hey, you want to come help me out in the garden? And I would have been like, yeah, okay, grandma. But for some reason, she comes in swinging a fist like I wouldn't go do it or something. Oh, my goodness. So, anyways, Epicurean versus Stoic. Which one are you? How stoic have you become? Like if we were at a restaurant and it's late and you get out and there's these two big dudes that look like they want to start some trouble, and it's just you, and then someone else comes out of the restaurant. Who do you want there? Do you want an Epicurean, or do you want someone that's stoic and tough and rough, a little rough around the edges because they've been through some shit? Who do you want in the trenches with you? Are you that person? This is a big deal, because your business partners, and you can do everything on your own. You can make a lot of money by yourself, but if you really want to scale and make a big impact on the world and make a difference, most business owners out here want to create impact and make a difference in people. And by doing that, you have to reach a lot of people, and you will not be able to do that by yourself. So are you a stoic partner? Are you someone that's tough? Are you someone that can get beat up and put down and be told no over and over and over again for years until you finally break through and you develop the right skills and training, right? Because if we are not getting what we want, there's something that we don't know. If we don't have what we want in our life, there's something that we don't know. Okay. There's So we need to understand and learn and understand and pick up a book. This is the talk that we did yesterday. Okay. This is day 11. So you can go back and watch 1 through 10 of these different videos talking about all the other different principles that we have today. So quit. Most of the time, there's things that we can do. So we're going to go live, put our phones down for a day if we can. Okay. Try eating less food, or don't eat at all for a day. Our bodies are actually designed to go almost 3 days without eating food, not water, but food. We could go 3 days or more without eating food at all, and we'll be just fine. After day 1, the day 2 and 3 are actually easier. Okay. We are soft because we get to eat every day. Food is right around the corner. We don't have to go and scrummage and work hard and then eat it, even though psychology tells us that is more fulfilling to our soul. Okay. Well, not our soul, but our body and our chemistry. We enjoy those things. Okay. Because you like this, you can go start your own journey on the 67 steps. This is the one that we did today. The question for today is what area are you not tough in? What's the one thing you can do to toughen up? Buttercup, toughen up, get that thick skin. Okay. Is it wealth? Is it health? Is it relationships? Mine's pretty much relationships right now. I'm pretty soft in relationships as of this moment. Don't even want to put the effort in. Don't care if they say no or not. I just literally don't want to put any effort into the dating world right now. The workouts, I've been going to the jiu-jitsu gym. Today is going to be day 3 in a row. I've been working out consistently for almost 6 to 7 months now. And I've been doing my brain and training here every single day, making sure I push myself and I train and I push my my beliefs and systems, right? So this is perfect for our mental capacity to be able to be prepared and train our brain before we get into the trenches, because start your morning with this. So when you go out into your business world and all the problems happen, you're ready and prepared, right? Just like the Apache Indians, they train their kids from birth. Okay. If you're having struggles scaling your business and like you want to automate more of your income and you want to do that thing, then you need to get the 15-day challenge right here from Dave Sharp. Okay, this is the blueprint for over a $10 million company that you can start. And by the day 15, you're going to have literally everything you need. You're going to have the tools, the blueprint, the know-how, the trainings, the tutorials, everything you need in order to scale your business into the millions of dollars. Okay. We need our mindset to be right. Okay. Smartest and most successful and wealthiest people in the world, what they think, how they think. Then we need the know-how. Hey, I need the tools. I need to know how to use the tools. I need the plan. I need the strategy. That's what you get inside these 15 days. So in 15 days, okay, Tai Lopez is the 67 step days because you actually need more mental. We actually need more mental help than we do the tools and how to do it because of our society is Epicurean and most of us are really, really, really soft. Plus, our school system fucked us up. And they're like, don't ever make mistakes. Don't try anything new. Hey, this is a pass or fail. There's no experiments. And life is just full of experimentation. The person that experiments the most will be the most wealthy. Our wealth is only limited to our creativity, and school knocked the shit out of everybody's creativity. No, don't think outside the box, color in the lines. This is exactly how it's doing. No, don't ask questions. Don't be da 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 da. Fuck the school. Okay, do it for you. 15 days. It's the first link down below. It's going to say for overworked employees, but this is for business owners. This is for someone that no longer wants to work for somebody else as well. Okay. If you're serious about taking control of your life and you're going to be stoic enough and tough enough to get punched in the face a few times and get back up and train and do the right techniques and learn from people that are already doing this at a high level, you will not fail as long as you get back up. And it's getting back up until you get what you want. Most people get knocked down and quit. That's the only way you're guaranteed to fail, is if you stop trying to do the thing that you started to try to do. I love you, my friend. Share this video for other people, and I will see you tomorrow on day 12. Peace.